Okay, I am back. I spent the last month or two finishing up all my other projects for the summer season, and but now I'm back in full swing with DC-6. So we left off the last video starting with the first nacelle. Now we got about 2.5 done, the two outer ones with the thick balsa. I don't have the round sheeting on the sides yet. That'll come later, and I'm mostly done with the first inner nacelle, and then I just gotta finish that last inner nacelle, and I can attach them to the wings. But the biggest thing is the motor wiring is finished. My dad sat down this in about 4 hours. It's about 14 feet of wiring here. Each motor has its own ESC, so there is 20-inch extensions for the outer motors and 7-inch extensions for the inner motors. And for the power everything, there's just D connector wire harnesses and the one D's connector. I made sure the battery lengths are obviously short on all the motor lengths because the ESCs are going to be in the inner part of the wings. For the receiver wires, it's just all wire harnessed again. I'll probably hardwire them later so there's less crimp connections. The biggest thing I did or changed is I got a separate receiver battery. It's a 2-cell, 800 milliamp, and going through UBC directly to the receiver to power everything, I think it's a lot safer than relying once again all those connections in this system. Now I'm going to plug it in, I think the first time now, and see if it works. So connect the receiver battery first. Got light. Plug this in. I should hear 4 beeping motors. That sounded pretty good. There we go. There's 4 motors running in parallel. It's pretty cool. So now that I know that works, I will continue with the nacelles, mount the motors, and do all the other work, and then move on to the retracts. Hopefully finish this darn wing, get on the fuselage. You're not supposed to do that. I started each nacelle by mounting the motor. I had to cut the sides off because it's made for streamers, but once that was glued in and braced, I did some sanding and attached the nacelle to the wing bays and added all the streamers. And then did that for each other nacelle until I was finished. Okay, all 4 nacelles are now attached to the wing. As you can see, I have the top and side streamers in on all 4. I left the bottom open on the nacelle so I can get access to the wiring. And for the inboard, like this one, inboard nacelles, I can figure out how long the struts will have to be for the wheels to fit in right there. Then I also got the top streamers in on the wing, not the bottom one, so like I said, I can figure out where all the wiring has to go. I've started working on the retracts. That's the next thing to do, but I just ran out of CA, and I have a huge mess to clean up, so I'll see you in part 3.